Hey everyone, this is Mike Andes, and today is a special episode of the Business Bootcamp podcast. We're nearing 300 episodes, and today we're going to be launching something that I really owe a lot to our sponsor today, which is Gusto. They've provided so much for me to be able to spend more time answering your questions. And so a big thank you to today's sponsor, which is Gusto. If you haven't already, they've been a sponsor for a couple years now. Gusto.com/bootcamp gives you, the business owner, the ability to pay your people very efficiently for a very low cost of just $6 per month. But by using that link, you can use the software for 3 months completely free. And Gusto has sponsored this show and sponsored what I'm doing for small business owners so much. And I really do appreciate them. I love for you to support them and get the benefit from their software. Now, what are we doing? Well, we are launching a Facebook group for the small business owners of America. So if you have Facebook, I really encourage you to get on this group. I have a lot of different groups I'm in for small businesses when it comes to landscapers. However, I've never had the ability to take all the questions in from a Facebook group for small business owners in general. So regardless of what industry you are in, this group is for you. And the reason I'm wanting to do this is I want to bring industries, all different types of industries, into this group. The reason for that is because I feel like so many different industries, as I interact with more and more small business owners, we can learn a lot from each other. Like, I don't care what industry you're in, you can learn something else from a different industry, that different products, different services, different size of companies, whatever, different models, but you can learn something. If there's a subscription-based model, you can learn something from that. If there's a product-based business and you're a service-based business, you can learn from how they market those products, how they package those things. And so there's so much we can learn from each other if we learn from different industries. So many times, if you look through your Facebook feed or you look through the news that you consume, it's all around your industry, what your industry is doing. And what, if you are a tree climber, you get all about saws and the tree chippers and the dump trucks and like all in that vertical. But there's so much more you can learn from the marketing standpoint to maybe it's just the way they communicate with customers, and maybe other business owners could learn from you and your experience because they don't know exactly how to do certain things in their business. And so this is really a great platform for two things. Number one, cross-industry reference. So like I said, learning from other industries, and that's one of the biggest things that I learned from in terms of the product innovations that we're rolling out at Augusta Lawn Care, that we're rolling out when we use marketing campaigns in my businesses. The number one thing I'm looking at is other emerging trends in bigger industries, in tech, in Dunkin' Donuts is something I'm looking at really closely right now. These different brands that I'm keeping an eye on that are making big changes and revolutionizing the way they've been doing things. If you went to last year's conference, I've been keeping an eye on Microsoft and what they're doing internally in their culture and leadership. So there's ways we can learn from all across these different industries. That's the first thing. That's why I'm making this Facebook group. The second reason is because I want to be able to answer more of your questions. And so many of you have answered questions, asked questions via email, via the online at businessbootcamppodcast.com. And it just takes me a long time to usually get back to those. Sometimes days, but usually weeks, if not months. And so I want to make it much more fast, much more quick and efficient for me to answer those questions. And when answering those questions, I'm able to then have an audience that can also learn from the answers I'm giving instead of just being one-on-one. So I'd love for you to be part of this group. It's a Facebook group. It's closed. You do have to ask for permission to get in. And basically, I'm not making money off of this or anything like that. It's basically just so that I can answer your questions as they come in. I'll be in there every single day. And if you have a question how to start, grow, or say your business, this is now the best way to get a hold of me, because I'm going to be in there every single day, and it'll be much more immediate, the answers that I can give. And I'll give my feedback, I'll give my opinion, but there'll be a whole bunch of other business owners eventually as the group grows that can also chime in, give advice. Maybe they know something or they have a different take on it because they're in a different industry. Maybe they have years of experience in your type of business. This is going to be a great group for you to be a part of. I'd really encourage you to join. So all you need to do is have a Facebook account, and you just need to search Small Business Owners of America, and then in parentheses, I have Business Bootcamp, because there's a couple other similar group names. So I made that one distinction. In brackets, it's Business Bootcamp. but it's Small Business Owners of America, in brackets, then is Business Bootcamp. So I'd really encourage you to join. There's literally, I just made it today. So there's probably 0 members, if not just a few, if you're listening to this right away. But that's totally fine. Landscape Business Course, we have almost 1,000 members now, and we have a group for them. But it's from all landscaping, mowing, and that type of genre. This is really about cross-industry reference, and so we can learn from each other and learn what other industries are doing, what's emerging in their industry, what's really successful in their industry, how can we apply that in our own industry. And secondly, a great vehicle for me to be able to give my answers in a forum that is, I can still give you my answer on your questions in your business, but you can get a lot of feedback from other business owners. And so I'm really looking forward to what this group has, the potential of it. And if you have a question, and if you've been wanting to ask me a question, I highly encourage you. This is now the best way to get a hold of me quickly and efficiently. I will be answering questions within 24 hours. And again, a lot of this has to do with me being able to do this because of Gusto, and they're stepping up and supporting the show. And so I just really want to encourage you to join. Like I said, go to Facebook, click on groups, Small Business Owners of America, Business Bootcamp, and you'll see my face on there. And I'm going to eventually take it off, but I put it on there just so you can see that it is our group and my group, and I'll be there. So definitely you want to check it out. I really encourage you to do so. Learn from others. Really get a mentor that it's in a completely different industry, completely different part of the country. So many times competitors in your local market you don't talk to because you think they're going to rip you off, or vice versa. They don't talk to you because they think you're going to rip them off. And so this is a great vehicle for you to learn, but not just in your industry. I think we get closed-minded sometimes, and we need to open up the way we are thinking, and we can learn and actually really begin to evolve and begin to transform our industry and think outside the box using the ideas that are emerging in other industries. So I'd love for you to hop on there, ask me a question, show me your business. I'd love to help in any way I possibly can. So check it out today. Small Business Owners of America, in brackets, is Business Bootcamp. I'd love to see you on the group. We'll grow it. If there's 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, I don't care. If there's 20,000, I'll be in there every day answering your questions. And so until next time, keep asking questions on how to start, grow, or save your business. I'll see you then.